A state study has found an increased incidence of lung cancer among Jersey City residents living closer to industrial sites where chromium was manufactured and used. Residents are now calling for more monitoring in the city. Environment correspondent Ed Rogers reports.
From inside their home, Ed Vergara and his wife Diana can see a former industrial site where chromium was used. An investigation reviewed the state cancer registry for people living within 300 feet of areas where chromium or chromium ore was used. The search looked at cancer cases over a 25-year period. The results, men living within close proximity of chromium sites had a lung cancer incidence 17% higher than males in the city who had the lowest exposure, while women had a lung cancer incidence that was 10% higher.
It sort of confirmed some of the beliefs that we had that we were being exposed to carcinogens, and we really would like more information. We have a lot of questions.
The study results suggest that living closer to a chromium site is a potential risk factor for developing lung cancer. However, state health officials emphasize that the findings don't prove a cause and effect relationship. That's because they say the study did not look at other factors when examining cancer cases, such as whether a person smoked cigarettes or had some other health condition. Community groups and environmentalists are angry over how this report was handled. They say it was completed back in September, but that the Corzine administration sat on it.
Our concern is that someone in DEP was sitting on the report, and delay in this case means that people don't get to know what's really happening in Jersey City, and it also means it takes longer to make the changes that we need to make to protect the public health.
The DEP and state health departments say there was no holdup and that they released the study as soon as they received inquiries from the press. Environmentalists say this is one of two recent studies completed by the DEP Division of Science and Research, a unit that will be eliminated and replaced by a science advisory board. Officials say there are about 136 sites in Jersey City where chromium has been cleaned up at some level by either capping or removing the residue. 51 sites have been completely cleaned up. Ed Vergara and other residents are concerned about future exposure and say more monitoring and testing needs to be conducted.
I would just really emphasize the point that we would just like to have more studies done and to do air monitoring.
Ed Rogers, NJN News, Jersey City.